Hello everyone and welcome back to more Going Local here with Celtic, and it is going to be a particularly bumper episode today. I mean, I say that, it could be, it really depends on how this first game goes. Yes, we're going to kick things off with the second leg of our Champions League knockout round game against Inter Milan, evenly poised from the first leg, 1-1, we've got an away goal. It is a very good position. The results since last time's 5-0 win against Partick Thistle in the Scottish Cup quarter-final have been wins. It's predictable. We are the overwhelmingly dominant force. An 8-0 win against Aberdeen. Yeah, they had 2 men sent off in the first half. It was pretty good, really. Amazingly, Adam Eder didn't get any of them, which just goes to show how good everybody else was as well. A 3-1 then against Livingston. They equalised. That was the only danger we've had in sort of weeks, really. And then the third Old Firm league game of the season was a 1-0 win against Rangers. Adam Eder with yet another goal, his 40th goal of the season, 31 in the league, 41 overall. In fact, no, it was his 41st goal, wasn't it? His 40th goal came against Livingston. Either way, it's ridiculous. There's still so much football to play. Yeah, he's done really well. So just quickly, the almost now formulaic title race. I mean, I don't mind saying almost. If Rangers don't win their game, they're playing St Johnstone at the same time as we're playing Inter Milan. If they fail to win that game, we will be champions. We just need 1 point, I think, and we'll be champions anyway. Well, maybe one more win. It's pretty much done. We are so much further clear of them than we were last year. Honestly, I cannot believe the drop-off they've had versus the gain we have. I don't know. Last year was just, they were so good, and it took them such a long time to be beaten. But yeah, this has been a lot more straightforward, but it doesn't actually really matter because we've already won it. But yeah, anyway, Inter Milan first of all, and then if we win this, that will create potentially some more games. But if not, we will go forward to the semi-final of the Scottish Cup. Of course, we don't know who we're playing actually. The replay between Rangers and Kilmarnock has yet to happen, so still a chance the Rangers could get knocked out. We do have a couple of injuries for this game to contend with. Greg Taylor's got a bruised thigh, so I don't want to risk him really. He probably could play. In fact, we will leave him on the bench because it's not anything particularly serious, but we'll go with Bolingoli from the start. The big miss for us, as he has been quite a lot of late, is Ryan Christie. He's twisted his ankle again. Out for 2 weeks, so he's not out for too long. Karamoko Dembele has been a more than worthy deputy. Otherwise, the team is, as you would expect, Barkas, Julian, Fredericks and Cham, Ferguson, Mallon, Forrest and Eder completing the lineup. This is huge. Celtic Park, Inter Milan, massive occasion. I think I'm right in saying, hang on, let me check this before I sound stupid. Surprisingly, I'm not being stupid, I'm absolutely right. Inter Milan were the opponents for Celtic when they won the European Cup back in 1967. The Lisbon Lions, of course, first British team to win the European Cup. Momentous occasion, the greatest moment in the club's history. So to face Inter again, I can't believe I didn't even realise it before the first leg. How embarrassing. I'm the Celtic manager, should know that, but we've pointed it out now, so it's all fine. It's absolutely fine. But if we can get past them, it would be, in many ways, even more of an achievement, certainly given the disparity in wealth in modern football. Well, it's half an hour gone. Nothing has happened. Very dull affair. Nothing, no highlights for either side. Quite even from the stats. The big news is that Stevie Mallon, our key man, has got an injury, twisted knee. Should be able to play through it. I mean, his fitness has dropped a little bit. So we don't really have many major games after this until next month. So he'd recover. We wouldn't necessarily need to play him in the league, but I don't know. We'll leave him on for a little bit. He's not playing particularly well. I think we might take him off at half time. And never mind that, because Bolingoli, who is filling in for an injured man, has got injured himself. So that's great. So I didn't put Ralston on the bench. We're going to have to play Greg Taylor with his bruised thigh. Hopefully he'll be fine. He only has to play an hour, so it should be all right. But yeah, nothing happening. We'll demand some more. I mean, actually, to be honest, I don't know why I'm demanding more. We've got the away goal. We've got the advantage. And 0-0 is absolutely fine for us. We'll go through. And that's the situation at half time. We've seen nothing. I'm pleased with the performance. As things stand, we are through to the quarterfinals. Right, Mallon he's not having a good game. His rare poor performance is clearly being affected. I don't want to risk him longer term. He's so crucial for us. Over an hour gone, still nothing. There's not been a single highlight in the entire game. and that's absolutely fine. Although that's not fine. Someone's got injured. It's not Adam Eder. Who is it? Ryan Fredericks. Arm injury? You don't need your arm. That should only really matter for the goalkeeper. I mean, Kerr's going to have to come on. You don't need your arm. What are you planning on doing? 15 minutes to go. Still nothing. Are we going to actually do this? I suppose this is what happens when an Italian team needs to attack. They don't know what to do. Don't have a clue. Oh, there's a highlight. 87 minutes in. Finally something's happening. The front three are knackered. I wouldn't ordinarily have subbed all three of them, but obviously injuries elsewhere have prevented us from doing that. And, well, is there going to be some late heartbreak? I've not gone for this because we don't need to go for it, but this will destroy that. Martinez, Lewis Ferguson, heart in mouth moment there, nearly an own goal, but the highlight continues. And I mean, we've lost a few important games right at the end, haven't we? And are we going to lose another one? Martinez is in. Right, there's still time. Go attacking for the final few minutes to force extra time. Oh, see, not only are they winning, but it's an away goal. It's we've been so good, I guess. We didn't see anything, but why couldn't we have just seen it out? There's 6 minutes of injury time. I mean, we'll go very attacking. Kitchen sink time. Ayers apparently at fault for the goal. There's a chance. Well, there's a highlight anyway. Not for us. It could be thank you very much and good night. We're not going to repeat the heroics of 1967 unless this is to force extra time at this point because it would be 1-1, well, it would be 2-2 and we both have an away goal, wouldn't it? So, yep. And Jason Kerr, unfamiliar position. Can he find a good cross? He can. He can find a brilliant cross. Jason Kerr, unexpected wing back, puts the ball in. And who else but Adam Eder? I mean, he keeps his composure. He puts the ball in. And who else but Adam Eder? Not quite sure how he's onside there, but apparently he is. And this is great. We've got another half an hour to avoid an injury. Very pleased with the performance, boys. Well done. We've got one more sub to make, and this is the problem. We can only take off one player, and all three of the forward players are very tired. Adam Eder's obviously just scored. He's our best penalty taker as well. Longer term, I really don't want to lose him to an injury. I think as lovely as it would be to win this, I don't think we're going to win the Champions League. However, I would feel far more confident going into a Scottish Cup semi-final against potentially Rangers and then a final against whoever that will be with Adam Eder leading the line. So we might I think the sensible thing to do is to take him off. Not in terms of winning this game, but in terms of the season, because he's too important for what we actually need to win, which is the Scottish Cup. We will have better chances to win the Champions League than this. Celtic, and we're bringing on Rodrigo, by the way. We're bringing on Rodrigo. It's not like it's an inferior player, particularly. Highlight for Inter. Are we still on very attacking? This is really stupid. Why am I doing this? We'll go to positive. I mean, it might work. The ball's counted. Rodrigo's there. He's running through the defence. Can he find the target? Rodrigo drags his shot wide. Would Adam Eder have scored that? Maybe. Would he have already been injured? Quite possibly. We'll stick on positive. That's slightly less suicidal. I mean, Jason Kerr's picked up a tight hamstring. We haven't got any right backs for the rest of the season. The defenders are dropping like stones. But that was the chance to win it. I mean, Inter are knackered as well. It's going to go to penalties, I think. James Forrest is about to die. It's going to be penalties. It's going to be a penalty shootout. And home advantage is huge. The fans are going mental. Can you imagine Celtic Park packs out with this on the line? We've taken Inter Milan to penalties, which is pretty creditable, all things considered. No Adam Eder, but we'll have to make do. Ferguson buries the first one. Always a good start. Romelu Lukaku, surely going to score. No! Barkas with a huge save. Outstanding from Barkas. What a save from the Greek. Rodrigo, he's got to score, surely. He does. That's fine. No problem with taking Eder off. Arturo Vidal, aging legs. Can Barkas outfox him? No. But we've still got the advantage. And Cham, just keep scoring and we'll win. He's not done that. That was absolutely disgraceful. What of all things in football, you get a penalty on target. If it gets saved, Martinez surely going to equalise here. If it gets saved, that's one thing. That's fine. As disappointing as that is. But if you can't even get it on target, you deserve to have your contract terminated. And Cham, I don't think we're going to do that. That would be harsh. Forest gives us the lead again, and we're at least we're not behind. Nicolo Barrea he's very good. He's surely going to bury this top corner. Nope, goes low, but still goes past Barkas. It's Dembele with our 5th penalty. Needs to keep us winning. He does. And now, if Barkas can stop this one, we will go through. Otherwise, it's going to be sudden death. It's Christian Eriksen, former Spurs man, of course. He's not taking his time. He goes for the quick strike and, well, not much doubt about that. Power and placement. And now we go to, well, essentially sudden death. Callum McGregor to make it 5 to us. And it's saved by Handanovic. And there we go. That's probably going to be that. Barkas made a brilliant save to start things off. And Cham, if Cham had scored, we would be through. But he didn't. And now Brozovic can put Inter through, and he does. For a moment there, I believed. For a moment there, I had some hope. I mean, we haven't actually lost, have we? We've not lost. We just went out on penalties. Very unfortunate, very harsh. As even Cham's been given man of the match after blazing a penalty wide. Sure, you cancel that one, change that one. Unlucky boys. They're not massively bothered. Really disappointing. We've had 2 European runs there where we've had pretty harsh, unfair draws. Both Milan clubs involved, and we've gone out and we kind of feel a little bit hard done by. How different would that have been if Malin hadn't had to go off injured? Don't know. Anyway, Rangers have won their league game, so the league is not fully done yet, but we are so far ahead, 21 points ahead with 8 games left. It's basically done, isn't it? But the Champions League is done, unfortunately, for us. Not what we wanted, not what we expected. Here's the youth intake, by the way. Pretty average. This guy's apparently the best. Jimmy Adamson. Very Scottish name. Potentially decent, maybe. Who knows? We might see him in the future develop in the save. We do not know. But anyway, we're out of the Champions League. Yeah, really, really harsh. Really harsh. I mean, we could have gone for it more, I guess. That could be a valid criticism. However, we were 2 minutes away from going through on away goals, and then we still rescued ourselves and forced penalties. So, these things happen. I never expected to win anything on a European level with Celtic. It's never really on the cards, particularly. We'll have better chances down the line, I hope. But Kerr's all right. Fredericks has got a broken wrist. He could have played on with that. We'll give him this thing because he's too important to not be playing. Bolingoli has got a hamstring strain. Fine, not too bothered. £8 million in the bank. It's just, disappointment, of course, but we move on. And we move on to the semi-final of the Scottish Cup. We will be playing that today. I will go through these 3 league games. There's an international break as well, I think. It's going to be a fun period of processing for me, but we will go through. We will come back for the Scottish Cup semi-final. Hopefully, it will be against Kilmarnock rather than Rangers. All right, game against Hibernian. Seconds left. We've got the lead, and absolute miracle. You've seen it. Lawrence Shankland has scored a goal. His first. The crowd are absolutely loving it here at Easter Road. He's scored his first goal in his Celtic shirt, and Sham with a free kick. We made quite a few changes to this game. Shankland scores. It's Celtic 2, Hibs 0. And this, I think, is going to wrap up the title. There we go. 2 in a row, 11 in a row overall. But our second, we have won the Scottish Premiership again. We already did. We don't need it. But it's certainly nice to get another one ticked off. It's certainly going to help our reputation. And the good news is that we can pretty much just rotate and rest fully for really any league game from here on out. I mean, we are still ridiculously unbeaten again. 2 unbeaten seasons in a row. That would be great. But the most important thing is that we win the title. And the absolute most important thing is that we win the Scottish Cup. So let's just make sure we avoid any sort of injuries before the semi-final and hopefully the final. Now this could prove absolutely critical. Rangers are playing Kilmarnock. Now this is during the international break. Players have already gone on international duty. How devastated is Rangers' squad by that? Quite a bit. Lots of key players. Barisic is gone. I mean, in fact, can they even field a starting lineup? They're going to have to use some youth players, that's for sure. Most of their lineup has gone. So let's see what happens with this. They've won 5-0. Why? I mean, surely Kilmarnock don't have loads of players on international duty. Not really. Oh, well, it was inevitable really, wasn't it? Semi-final, Rangers. We had to play them at some point. At least we could try and knock them out before the final. Oh, God. Well, that's coming up in a minute. And we played our 2 subsequent league games, a 4-2 win against St Johnstone. It was quite difficult. They took the lead twice. But, well, we battled back to win 4-2. Julian with another hat-trick. Fully rotated side got the job done against Hamilton. 3-0 there. The championship group means absolutely nothing to us. We're already champions. 100 goals scored. We've got 97 points with 5 games to go. 106 last time. We could break that, and that would be ridiculous. But before that, it all comes down to this. Celtic versus Rangers, again, for about, I don't even know, the 12th time, 13th time. Hopefully, it's a lucky occasion. Semi-final of the Scottish Cup. They beat us in the final last year, and that's why we're still here. We have to beat them. We have to beat them. It's as simple as that. James Forrest is a little bit injured. He's going to be, well, he's out for 2 days-ish with a bruised ankle. He's going to play. It's such a huge game. James, you'll be fine. We also welcome back Ryan Christie. He's recovered from his injury just in time. And otherwise, it is the preferred lineup. Ryan Fredericks is still feeling a little bit of an issue with his broken wrist. But Ralston's on the bench if we need to. Rodrigo's on the bench. Dembele's on the bench. It should be okay. I mean, oh my God, this is it. This is it. I mean, it's not it, because even if we beat them, we've still got to win the final. And God knows how we could muck that up still. But let's just win this game. They've got Guido Carrillo. They've signed in January. So, yep. I expect nothing but a win, though. Please don't screw this up. Please don't screw this up. I don't want to stay here for another season. Just to try and win the Scottish Cup. That would be ridiculous. I think we'd probably leave anyway in the summer and look to come back down the line. I mean, we will be welcome back to Celtic at any stage after what we've achieved in our time here. But the easiest thing to do, well, it didn't even last 10 minutes. Knee injury as well. It's not even a recurrence. Well, that was worth it, wasn't it? Should have just started Dembele. Not ideal, really, is it? Not ideal. We've just come back, probably out for the rest of the season. But, you know, it was nice to see him for a bit. Good to see him. We've had 2 shots. We've not seen any of them. 20 minutes gone. It's going to be tense until it's 2-0. That 2-0, I think, will be all right. Obviously, we took the lead in the final last year. We didn't end up winning. I don't want to repeat. It's just so nervous. Why couldn't they have been knocked out by Kilmarnock? Why couldn't they have been knocked out by Livingston? It's just, unfair. Malin with the corner. Julien hit the bar. That's the only highlight we've seen. Ryan Fredericks with a throw right by our corner flag. He's nearly given it away. Dembele, with some composure to keep it, flings it out to James Forrest. Plenty of room for him to run into. He beats the defender. Ida's in the box if he can look up and find him. He's just lost the ball. He just ran away from the ball. What are you doing, James? We've still got it thanks to Ncham. Taylor, please find a cross this time. Flicks it in. Goldson, straight back to him. Ida's there. He's just waiting. Ferguson's there. And Forrest, the man who gave the ball away by just running away from it, is on hand to actually put the ball in the goal. We've got the lead. So crucial for us to get the lead before the break. And if we could just avoid, being stupid and giving it away, that would be really good. Of course, Bakary Jatta, he's the one that always scores against us, but a second goal would certainly help. Dembele rides the challenge of Barisic, dangerous, flings the ball in. Ida's there, and it's not gone in. Woodwork again. Well, we've got the lead at the break, but this is what happened in the final, and we ended up throwing it away. Do not do that again. See the game out. Go and get a few more. 70 minutes gone, almost. I brought Ralston on for Fredericks. He was extremely tired. Please, can we just see this out? No more highlights. I take a 1-0 win. I mean, this would help. Mallon with a free kick, edge of the area, flings it in. Ayers there. The woodwork again. 3 times on the post. And if they go and equalise now, I am sending the game back for maintenance. 3 times. At least the highlight ends. It's only counting it as 1 time. It's been 3. Definitely been 3. Definitely been 3. That's what I've seen anyway. Forest to Cham. Can we just get a second goal? And Cham, what's the you just run away from the ball again. First Forest, now Cham. Kemar Roof is in for the equaliser. Julian gets back. Outstanding defending from the Frenchman and keeps us in it after that disgraceful play from Cham. And I'm keeping all the subs for extra time because I'm feeling it's going to happen. Mallon with the corner. Julian, he just saved us. He doesn't seal it. Ida can. He's not. Into injury time. Please just see this out. I think we have. Whew. It's not done. We still got the final. But at least we are actually there. And at least we won't have to play Rangers because we just beat them. It wasn't convincing. Wasn't amazing. But thank God for that. Injury worry for Christie. He's probably dead. He's died. Sprained knee ligaments. He's out for the rest of the season. Sad times for Ryan. But Dembele is doing so well. I think we'll be alright. I hope we will anyway. But we've made it. But who are we going to be playing? It's Ross County or Falkirk. I mean, if we don't win it this year, then, well, it's a disgrace on my part. Let's put it that way. Who are we going to be facing? I'm not going to cut the loading bit. You can see the whole thing. Falkirk have beaten Ross County on penalties. It's a championship side in the final. If we don't win, I don't think I'll be able to look at myself in the mirror ever again. Well, we couldn't have asked for a better opponent. We could not have asked for a better opponent. Somehow, Falkirk have won. Former Premier League team, of course, have been down to the 3rd tier, but back up last season, and they've made it to the Scottish Cup final. Oh my goodness me! Well, yeah, that's going to be fun. Hopefully, if not, it's going to be a disgrace, a disaster. But that'll be next time. Whatever happens, I'm going to go through the rest of the league matches, and we will return for Falkirk Scottish Cup final, take 2. I might bring you the Ross County game if we are on the cusp of going unbeaten again. I think we'll have to bring the Ross County game as well. It depends though. We might not make it that far. As if we're into April of our 2nd season and we haven't lost a league game. That's ridiculous. But it will probably happen. I reckon we'll lose away to Rangers and then we won't go unbeaten again. But at least we did last year. And the most important thing is this, and that will be next time. What a huge, momentous match this will be. The pressure on us is going to be ridiculous. Hopefully no one gets injured. In the meantime, we're going to be without Christie, but actually, no, maybe we won't because we've got 2 weeks until we play Aberdeen. So I think Ryan Christie might actually be fine for the final as long as he doesn't get injured again. But anyway, that'll be that. Thank you very much for watching. Disappointing that we didn't qualify for the quarterfinals of the Champions League, but at least we've done what we set out to do. We've made the Scottish Cup final again, and next time we need to see it through. Thank you very much for watching. Again, make sure you leave a like. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss the Scottish Cup final. I will see you for that tomorrow for a Saturday special.